What's going on, guys? I hope you're all having a great day. I'm gonna start this video off a little bit differently. I guess we'll call it like a Motivation Wednesday type thing. It's Tuesday right now, but this video will be up tomorrow, Wednesday. But I got my man Lance with me.
Yo,
he's gonna be dropping a little bit of motivation for you guys to start this video off. So I'm gonna let him go.
All right. So basically, content is king. Like, you never know what piece of content is gonna change your life. So get out there and literally just create. Like, keep making, keep doing, keep trying, because you don't know what it's gonna be. So.
Right. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, like he said, content is everything. You just want to release content because you never know which one's gonna stick. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna link his stuff in the description. You guys can go follow him. Make sure you go check that out. But I will be right back, and we're gonna get this video started. Alright guys, I am back in my house. So if you saw by the title, I'm going to be talking about how you can build a social media page and reach thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. If you watched my first video, you'll know that I've been doing this for about 3 years now. And I've learned the ins and outs of social media. I've had to follow the algorithm changes. I have built many social media pages ranging from 10,000 to 1 million followers. It's definitely a great skill to have, and it's great to know the ins and outs of social media because it can help you build your personal brand, business, music, whatever you are doing. It can help you reach so many more people, and it will take your game to the absolute next level. So yeah, guys, first things first, I'm just gonna start and kind of go over some of the algorithm changes and how you can use Instagram and learn what Instagram likes. First things first, Instagram rewards users who use their app. Just like any social media app, or just if you were to own a social media app, you would like to see people use your app more. So if you are using Instagram consistently, you will be able to access so many more people, and you'll get on the Explore page, which we'll go into in this video, and you will be able to just raise your impressions, your insights, your views. So what I mean by rewarding users who use their app, Instagram likes to see people that post consistently, like people's pictures, comment, like people's comments, post on their story, just using the app in general. So your main goal needs to be active, consistency. You need to have a scheduled posting time, whether it be once a week, twice a week, every day. You have to have this schedule because that schedule will not only allow you to reach more people in the future, it will also allow you to gain a lot more detailed insights. So everything will be a lot more specific. When I first started Instagram, I had a schedule of posting every single day at 4 p.m. And I did that for a couple months, and then it took off, like I had said in my first video. So consistency is a big thing. You're gonna need to have quality content. This goes without saying, I know that, but it is definitely worth bringing up. So engaging content. There's many things that go into this. The smallest things can make the biggest difference. And what I mean by the smallest things is down to the caption, the words you use, the emojis, your grammar, every single thing plays into effect here. How do you get more people to like your video, picture, whatever you're posting? Here's a couple little tips. One, make sure the quality of the video or image is of high definition, of course. And make sure you have like a theme. Stay consistent with the coloring, or when you edit your photo, don't make everything super different because then it will make the page look very unorganized and not professional whatsoever. If it's videos, like when I started, I had done sports videos. You can't really help much of that, but in terms of a theme, you're definitely going to want to worry about that for your pictures. That is something that will play effect into the long run, because when someone goes on your page, it's going to take them 3 seconds to decide whether or not they want to follow you, and 3 seconds is not a lot of time, so you're going to want to make sure that your content is of the best of your ability, so those people will want to follow you and see more of that, because no one's going to want to follow you if your content isn't of quality. On top of using the app and having good content, what else do you need? You need to structure your Instagram. You need to make sure that your Instagram has everything in order, everything detailed. Like I had said before, when it takes someone 3 seconds to decide whether or not they want to follow you, they're going to be looking at your profile picture, the amount of followers you have, and your content. So down to your bio, you're going to want your bio to be very specific. You want it to get the message across quickly, efficiently, and to look good. And whether you have bullet points or whether you have emojis, whatever the case may be, you want it to look good and professional. Now, your profile picture. You're going to want your profile picture to represent you. You don't want it to be a picture of like a wall or a cat or something, unless of course that's what you're going for. I mean, I doubt you'd be making a page about walls, but hey, I'm not here to judge. All these things will then play into effect into how many people will follow you. Now, your username, this is something I want to bring up because this is something that I've always had issues with some people. When they ask me for help on developing their Instagram, I've noticed a pattern, and that is having numbers, underscores, and occasionally periods in the username. You want your username to be relatively short and easy to remember, and you can't do that if you have 4 underscores and 5 million numbers. You don't really want that. So unless numbers are involved in your brand or in whatever you're trying to do, you don't really want those in your username. So my best advice would be to eliminate periods, eliminate underscores, and numbers. Periods can be an exception in some cases. I just personally do not like to use them with my page. It just kind of makes things look a little bit unprofessional. Moving on though. Now you're going to want to worry about a lot more, and that is explore. Once you've created your page, you've made it professional, you know it's the best, you know it looks good, and you know that it looks good. Ask your friends, ask whoever you need to. Now that you've done this, now you need to worry about getting on Explore and getting your content out there. Ways you can get on Explore is by posting consistently, like I mentioned in the beginning. This is so important. I cannot stress this enough. Posting consistently matters. When you post consistently, you'll be able to get on Explore. If you don't know what the Explore page is, it's on Instagram. There's a little magnifying glass. When you click that, there will be a bunch of random pictures. And now Instagram has added in their recent updates a different section. So there'll be for you, games, photos, food, all of that. There'll be different sections. But most people stay on the For You page of their Explore, which just has a mixture of everything. In order to get on this platform, it isn't very difficult, believe it or not. Most of your posts will get on Explore, but the thing is how long it will stay on Explore and how many people it will reach. When your post hits Explore, and I like to call it Mega Explore, it is on Explore for a long time. It is on people's recommended, it is everywhere, and that is what will get you the most views. It is slightly difficult to get on that, but it will definitely be big for your brand or just you in general. One thing, having all of the things that I had mentioned in the beginning of this video play into effect as to whether or not you get on the Explore page. And on top of that, getting on the Explore page is one thing, but getting someone to click on your stuff is another. And then converting them to a follower, it's a process. But content, consistency, and overall having an attractive username and an attractive profile will be your biggest impact. Over time, your posts will get more views, you'll get more attention, you'll get more traction, and this will allow you to build your Instagram page. Once you hit your first 10,000 followers or 1,000 followers, the more your number goes up, the more likely someone is to follow you. So it's kind of like rolling a snowball. As you pile on more, it will get bigger and bigger. The number of following plays into credibility. Now, credibility is important because it shows people that you are legit. Imagine you're buying a product and it's sold in a lot of different areas, which is what dropshipping is. So if it is in that case, it's probably a dropshipping item. But if you know that there's 2 stores selling an item, one of the stores has maybe 200 followers and one has 20,000 followers, where are you more likely to buy? You're more likely to convert on the 20,000 follower account because of the credibility that it provides. People are more likely to listen or to view a page that has more views or more followers than they are for someone who has less. This can play in your favor or it may not. You're going to want to use that follow count as sort of an audience. You want people to see that you have this big of an audience. Just think of it that way. But at the same time, don't let the amount of followers that you have determine whether or not you continue, because like for me, it took me over a year, or a little over a year, just to get 10,000 followers. So if you don't hit 1,000 for the first month, or you don't hit 100 for the first month, do not quit, because it will come. It is a process. It takes a long time. And as well as learning about Instagram, over time you'll learn, and you'll learn your own tricks and your own tips, and you'll be able to implement those. Organization, professionalism, credibility, all of these things will play into whether or not you can gain a lot of followers. There is small things such as the caption, the size of the picture, the type of picture, what's in the picture. A lot of these things will definitely play into effect. Everything on your page, for that matter, will play into effect. I know I've said this will play into effect quite a lot, but it is definitely true. Every single thing that I've talked about will have some sort of significant impact on your page and determining whether or not it is successful in gaining a lot of followers. You'll notice that you're gaining a lot of followers by having a business account. It doesn't matter whether you're a legit business or not. You can register for a business account through Facebook as long as you have a Facebook channel. And what this does is it allows you to kind of create a category for yourself. So whether it be public figure or retail and shopping or musician or group or just whatever it may be, you can put that in your Instagram. And I'm sure you've seen it under some public figures bios or just anyone. Some, like your friends probably have it under there. But that not only allows you to have contact options on the bottom. So if you're a business, it'll be great for having your email down there or your phone number if you're a local business. But it'll also have insights in the top right corner of the screen. And these insights will allow you to see the percentage of male and female, what time they're most active, how many people have engaged on your profile in the last week, how many accounts you've reached. It is so useful. Having that data allows you to kind of figure out where you want to go, because if you have a mainly female audience, you're not going to be posting something that would mainly attract to a male audience. You're going to want to adapt to those insights. So that is definitely something that I recommend having because it will be extremely helpful to you. Majority of the things that you do, every action you take, every comment you make will affect how your Instagram grows. Who the people who will see your Instagram will be affected. Who likes your post, who comments. I want to bring up one last thing. This is something that I get asked about all the time, and it's definitely a valid question, and that is, should I or should I not use hashtags? Hashtags are definitely something that I've had my ups and downs with, and I'm going to give you the short answer, no. I would not use a generous amount of hashtags. Yes, they will get you more engagement. Those engagements, though, will put you into a box of people. And those engagements will also likely at times be fake. They'll be bots. When I mentioned that you'll be put into a box of people, what I meant by that is there's certain softwares that allow people to put in who their audience is and who the audience they want to attract is. Now your posts are falling under these hashtags. These people will now have their accounts almost like they'll become like a bot sort of, and they will like your post, they will follow you and then unfollow you. It's probably the worst strategy you can use. If you are a larger account or getting started, please do not follow and unfollow. It is a terrible method to use. Yes, it works when you have maybe 100 followers, but after that it is completely useless and it will not attract the right people. I cannot stress that enough. You'll notice sometimes people will follow you that maybe have a car page. Maybe you've liked a lot of car photos. It's kind of weird how it works, but it is all under a software. Notice that they'll also unfollow you in the future. An easy way to spot these types of people is to click on their username, and then if they're following like thousands of people, that's how you know. But let me digress because I've kind of gone off track a little bit. There was just a couple extra tips I wanted to throw in there. So no. You can use hashtags, but try and keep it to a minimum of 5. Now, another reason why I do not use hashtags is because Instagram will shadow ban you. If you're using over 30 hashtags, or 20 for that matter, sometimes Instagram will shadow ban you. And what shadow ban means is they will hide your post from everybody. And Instagram's algorithm right now sucks as is in terms of getting you engagement. But if you get shadow banned, it's going to make it nearly impossible for you to get your content out to other people. So I would just stay away from hashtags and play it safe. Alright guys, so I wanted to go over a couple things about how you can grow your Instagram. I hope that you guys took away some tips from that. Instagram is definitely a useful thing for your business, brand, or whatever you're trying to do. I wanted to include one more thing. So I got an email the other day from someone who follows me on Instagram, and they had said that I was interested in going into some business management of some sort. I've been inspired by what you're doing, and it looks like it could be something that I want to do. Could you maybe lend me a couple tips? I love emails like this or messages like this. If you have any questions, do not be afraid to DM me or email me or whatever you guys want to do. I would love to answer them and help you guys out. That's why I started this channel. But for the most part, I just want to throw that out there. Do not hesitate to throw me a DM, comment on this post, whatever the case may be. But yeah, guys, if you have any other questions about starting your Instagram channel or how to grow it or what position you're in, just comment them below. I will respond quickly. I'll respond and I'll give you a full response as to what you can do to help solve that problem, or just whatever you guys want. Also, guys, one lucky person is going to be getting a shout out every single video at the end of the video. If you guys want a chance at getting one of those shout outs, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and then comment on the video that you did it, and you might be featured in my next video. I will tag you. It will be something that I wanted to try doing just so you guys can kind of get a little more involved in my page and everything like that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait for the next one. I will see you there. Peace.